Yeah, happy, happy. อันนี้ลูกประคำไทยคลอลูกประคำI show for you. You click here. I show for you. Put to.
Oh, there was one there before. I will do after.
Happy.
Thank you.
You love stay here.
Yes.
You come here first time.
First time to
First
River
time.
Kwai, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that one I go to India. Teaching meditation.
Your English is very good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Come here, you happy.
Thank you.
You come here alone.
Alone, yes. Yes,
Happy.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good luck.
Nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a good day. Well, there you go, guys. Just meeting a monk on the bridge on the River Kwai. How cool is that? Anyway, guys. Hi fam, and welcome to another episode of Destination Fitness with Carlos in Thailand. And this episode, guys, very special. I'm at the bridge on the River Kwai, and this is on the bridge itself, as you can see behind me there. And guys, if you don't know, this is a very, very important and historical place, especially during World War II. Whoop, nearly fell there. Now I'm on the actual bridge and just walking backwards a little bit there. As you can see, guys, beautiful here in the morning. But during World War II, guys, this was a very important place. The Japanese captured this area, and basically over 100,000 people died in this area as prisoners of war, both Thai people and a lot of Australian, British, European prisoners of war. So there's prisoners of war camp here. So it's a very, very important place. And very historical. And if you know the Bridge over the River Kwai movie, my dad used to go on about it for years and years. When I was younger, I have seen it, but a long time ago, and I didn't realise how important it was. But this is it. This is the place, guys, and this is the actual bridge I'm standing on. But I'll film a little bit around this area. There you go behind me there. Part of the bridge there. It goes all the way back here. I'll be jumping on the train to the Hellfire Pass, which is where a lot of people passed away as well, building this railway connection, which is a railway all the way to Burma and Myanmar. And it was done by the Japanese. They wanted to build a railway there during the war. And like I said, a lot of people died building it as prisoners of war as well. But look at this beautiful place, guys. I'm here early to avoid the crowd because there's a lot of people that come down here. A lot of people whose families passed away, both Thai and European, who come here in this area. There's a cemetery as well, where a lot of people are buried there, and people come and visit that cemetery because they've got family there. So very poignant little place. But anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to bringing you a bit more here. But what a beautiful, beautiful area. Okay, fam, one of the great things about coming to the bridge on the River Kwai is you can actually walk over the bridge, and I've just done that. You can see it there behind me. The bridge is back down there. That's where I was filming earlier. But you can walk over the bridge. That railway continues down the Hellfire Pass, and it originally went all the way to Myanmar. That's why this was built, and so many people died building it. But look at this, guys. You're actually on the bridge itself. Now, don't know if you can tell, there's a big drop just there next to me. I'll try and film it that way. There's a big drop down there, so you make sure you keep on the rails itself, just in this part of the bridge, where the actual River Kwai runs underneath. There's stanchions on each side, so you can't fall in. But from here, if you're not careful, you can actually fall. It's a long way down, guys, down there. So, but the thing is, the trains do run on this railway line at the moment, but there's certain times, so they're not that often. There's certain times. I think there's about 4 or 5 times a day. So they tell you what times they come in, and I'll be hopping on one later on. But I just thought I'd let you see just the fact that you can actually walk on the bridge and the railway line. And one thing that I wanted to say is how peaceful it is here at the moment, guys. I mean, it's early. It's about 8 a.m. or 8:30, so it's not early. There's a few people I can see on the other side that are starting to walk on the bridge. I'm just going to stand on one little stanchion here because it's a little bit safer. It feels a bit safer. Here we go. As you can see, guys, that's where I was just walking. And it's a big drop there. But just, it's amazing how peaceful it is here, guys, honestly. And to think over 100,000 people died in this area. You know, how many people would have died just here trying to build this bridge. And it is so peaceful. It's not funny. Even the river is so calm. Oh, and there's even a monk coming down here. Let me see what I think that. Oh, geez, God, man! I just tripped and nearly went over the edge. Bloody hell! Let me get to where the bridge is. I think it's a little bit safer down here. Look, guys, you nearly had a what do you call an exclusive guy filming YouTuber on the bridge on the River Kwai. Tripped on the rail and killed himself. Lucky that didn't happen. Wow. Okay, I'm a bit of safer area here, guys. There's stanchions there, so I can't trip and fall off the damn bridge. Jeez, there would have been over 100,000 and an extra one that passed through on this bridge. Oh wow, check out. Oh, this camera won't pick up these birds, but they're beautiful birds.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sawadee.
Where you come from?
From Australia.
Welcome to Thailand.
Thank you very much.
How long you stay in Thailand?
1 year.
1 year. Happy. อันนี้ลูกประคำไทยคลอลูกประคำ I show for you. You click here. I show for you. Put
Oh, there was one there before. I will do after. Thank you.
You love stay here.
Yes.
You come here first time.
First time to
First
River
time.
Kwai, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that one I go to India teaching teaching meditation.
Your English is very good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Come here, you happy.
Thank you.
You come here alone.
Alone, yes. Yes,
Happy.
yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
good luck.
Nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a good day. Well, there you go, guys. Just meeting a monk on the bridge on the River Kwai. How cool is that? Anyway, guys, but look out! Look at this water. It is so calm, guys. So calm. Beautiful place. Okay, fam. Just here at the River Kwai Bridge Pier in Kanchanaburi. That's or Kanchanaburi, which is where the bridge on the River Kwai is. And that's the bridge up there. But one other thing I wanted to show you guys, as well as a beautiful bridge and this serene area, is you can also get beautiful places to eat here, guys. I mean, right on the river, literally. I'm just walking up to the little pier now. Look at these restaurants behind me. You're literally sitting on the water. So even if you want some place to eat, if you want to stay in this area, which is what I've decided to do, and mind you guys, I've come here, I didn't even realise what I'm going to do, where to go or anything, but I mean there's beautiful restaurants just there, guys, all on this water, all the way along. And it's actually sitting on the river. So that is the River Kwai there. And that's the bridge on the River Kwai behind me. And all these beautiful places to eat. And you can also get these long-tail boats, which are just down here, which will take you on a cruise on the river as well. So, and the river is so calm that it will be really enjoyable as well. So it's something that I might do later on too. But there you go, guys. Beautiful little serene area. And as you can see behind me there, nice, beautiful restaurant. So, and a good place to stay as well, guys. And I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll film from a different area. There's mountains all the way around here, so the place is awesome. All right, fam, so still at the bridge on the River Kwai in Kanchanaburi. And basically what you can see behind me here are the original carriages that were used on the railway, building that railway all the way to Myanmar, where so many people died during World War II. And what you'll see on the front of these carriages, the Buddhist culture is, you'll see all these flowers. They've got a few old trains in the compartments that they had at the time, but you'll see the flowers that they put on the front there. And in their culture, that's just a way of remembering the lost people. And so, here it's also for their families and everything else. So they usually put those on the front of trains, even in the cars. Sometimes you'll see them hanging up those flowers on their cars. But as you can see, guys, these are the old carriages that used to run up and down the railway. So I'm going to basically walk up to the railway itself, and as you can see down here, we'll get close. They even leave food, drink, what's that, tobacco by the looks of it, and cigarettes, and flowers. And usually, like I said, that's for people that have passed, their families, loved ones, and obviously this is a pretty poignant area, being so many people lost their lives here. They also do it down here as well for those people, because we always talk about the Europeans, etc., that died building this railway, and the prisoners of war. But you also have to remember a lot of Thai people also died who were prisoners as well of the Japanese. Actually, a lot more Thai people, about 100,000 of them. And guys, this is the actual railway station itself. So the bridge itself, bridge of the River Kwai, is down there, and this is the actual railway station. So I'll be getting the train here to go to Hellfire Pass, a little bit further down, and that's the actual route that goes down there and goes over the viaducts that were built by the prisoners of war, where the caves were, where the prisoners were kept and everything else. But that's the train station there. Train's going to come from that way. And tomorrow I'll be getting the train here to go all the way back to Bangkok. So this train actually goes to Bangkok as well. So it's an active railway line. So this will go to Nam Tok, up that way. This is obviously River Kwai. Oh, they call it Kwai, Say Kwai, I think they call it. And next stop is Kanchanaburi, which is the main city. Here it's about 5 minutes, the next stop down. And then it goes over to Bangkok, on the way to Bangkok. I think it stops one more time. So it takes about 2.5 hours, I think, or 3 hours to get back to Bangkok. But there you go, guys. I'll wait for the train to come in, and then we're off to Nam Tok in the Hellfire Pass. Alright guys, I don't know if you heard that, but that's the Nam Tok train coming, which is going to go over the Hellfire Pass. So this is where you get it from. Oh, here we go. So that's the Nam Tok train, guys. I'm filming on 2 devices. It's going to go to Hellfire Pass. All aboard! Alright fam, so the train's taken off. This is what a Class C carriage looks like. It's just seats, no air conditioning, but you've got the fans up there. But I love it because I stand up the whole time anyway. It's about an hour and a bit trip. And as you can see, Class C carriage, guys. The cheapest seats on this. I think it's only 100 baht, if I'm not mistaken. And we're about to go over the River Kwai Bridge. There we go. As you can see, a lot of tourists here, guys. Like I said, a lot of people that come here have had families that have passed away down here. And there you go, River Kwai. This is the bridge. Ah, so this is why I was trying to work out why they got the things where people can stand on the side. This is if you're on the bridge, because you can't walk on it when the train takes off. You've got to move to the side. But look how beautiful this is, guys. Look at the water. How calm, the restaurants on the water. Beautiful. And I think this is the guy I got to buy a ticket from in a sec. Taking it nice and slow. There's a temple there, beautiful temple as well, I've got to say. And a beautiful river. Anyway guys, I'll film again once we get to the Hellfire Pass, which should be the next one. There you go. Check out these train stations, guys. It's literally a little shed. Oh, look what's around here. Pretty much nothing here, guys. All farms, a lot of mountains. I'm going to film more of the scenery as we're coming back. But that is basically the train station, Lamson. And obviously these are tiny little villages around the place. That's it there. And this is obviously all farmland and villages a long way away. And there you go. That's Lamson. Wow, so these are the River Kwai cabins, guys. Wow, stunning. Look at that. So I'm assuming you can stay down here. Wow. It's all along the river there. The mountains all around us. There's the rest of the train. They're sitting at the back of the train because we're on the C class, to be honest. I love it down here. Wow, stunning place. And again guys, these prisoners of war, both Thai and European, Australian, British had to build this railway. 100,000 plus died doing it. But what they've left behind is something of beauty, really, peacefulness as well, for us to take advantage of. I don't know if you can see that rock they've carved out, that the train line's carved out, this rock here. There we go, Death Railway. Hello, mate. Oh, a lady on there. Okay, fam, so I made it to Nomtok. There's a station there, train's still there. Small little area. So from here, this is where everyone goes to the Hellfire Pass and places like that. Now, I'm not heading down there because obviously I've got to get the train to go back to Kanchanaburi. But as you can see, a lot of places to eat here, get something to drink, which is really good. So I got a short break before the train goes back again. It's about a two hour, but it stops quite a number of times. Just over 2 hours to get there. But anyway, guys, this is the little place at Nomtok where the train stops. I can hear the train go and scan a little bit further. And then there'll be another train to go back to where I come from. But it's a great little journey, guys. Very, very nice. If you've got the time to get a taxi and stuff like that, you can get around and look around down here as well. But now I'm going to grab something to drink and maybe get a quick bite to eat as well. Okay fam, so now we're coming back over the bridge on the River Kwai, back to my stop. Kids down here just playing, completely oblivious to what's going on. And there's the Guan Yin Temple, which is literally across the River Kwai from the bridge itself. You can hear the horns are still going off because to make sure people move on to those stanchions. I don't think there's that many people there at the moment now because it's actually really hot. Right now it's actually scorching hot. There's a big temple there, sun's right in the way there, but that temple and a huge statue there. And again, here we are, back on the River Kwai. What a journey. Let's have a look at the other side. There we go. The hotel's just back over there. The nice restaurants again there. And there's a beautiful river. Serene again. Okay, got to disembark. Actually, I might film until we disembark it. Got to be careful. Also, you don't want to stick your head out. These are steel girders that are made everywhere. People all giving it a wave. There you go guys, there's the market. And the hotel's literally just down that road there. Not even 100 metres from the station. And here we are.
Finally.
So finally arrived here.
Oh, wow.
A few people have crashed down and fallen asleep now. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. Off the train, onto the market. I am starving. I'm going to get something to eat. Sorry, guys. And as soon as the train's gone past, see the people back on the bridge walking on the railway lines there. There's a train, number 1057, for those train spotters that like to look into that kind of thing. Wow. And guys, honestly, it is a scorcher. Oof. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Wow. That was the actual train journey on the Death Railway, as it's called, or as it's known. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to film a little bit more down the street where I live. The hotel's literally just behind me, just down there. And I'll give you some details about that and some museums, the war museums there. Honestly, guys, I'm going to pop out of the sun right now because I am about to melt. Oh man, I cannot believe how hot it is here, guys. Okay, let me head down to some shade. Okay, fam, I can't describe how hot it is today. So behind me, I'll show you in a sec. I'm literally sitting on the River Kwai, right there, as you can see. And I'm going to just have something to eat here, guys. I'm not starving, but I am so thirsty. It is, oh, you have to be here to actually appreciate how hot it is. It is unbelievable. And as you can see, there's a bridge there. Like I said, I'm literally on the River Kwai. And don't know if you can notice, but all around here, if you look here, the water's dripping like it's raining. So it's not raining. They've got a sprinkler system. I can show you up on that roof there. So the water's coming off on a sprinkler system and then it leaks out on the sides and comes out like it's raining, which is beautiful. So it looks like it's actually raining out there, although it's not, but it helps with that heat. But here you go, guys. I'm going to give my food and then I'm going to film a little bit more when walking up towards the hotel and speak to you a little bit more about the costs of that journey I did today. But what a trip, guys, and very, very interesting. Anyway, wait for this food to come. All right, fam, so I just had my lunch and I'm just going to show you where exactly I am. I'm just at the River Kwai at the moment. And what I just want to show you is obviously where the bridge is for the River Kwai, which is where I just had my food as well, just around the back there. And I just want to take this walk to show you how close the hotel is, and it's the Kanchanaburi City Hotel. And I'll give it a little shout out, and the only reason being it was a complete fluke how I got this, guys, because Kanchanaburi is further 5 minutes away by car or by taxi, so it's not around this area. So this is in the centre of Kanchanaburi. That's the main town. So this is basically the River Kwai, you know, so it's just another part of the area. But around here what you've got is a whole heap of restaurants, but also tourist stuff, obviously. Stuff you can buy, gifts, my kind of necklaces and all this kind of stuff you can see there behind me. And it's all within walking distance, guys. It's really, really cool. So if you do stay here, I mean, most people, they're going to come here, are going to come for a simple reason. They're going to come basically to go and do the Hellfire Railway, the Death Railway, and see a lot of the World War II memorials and stuff like that. So this little area, I mean, like I said, it's not the main part of the city, but everything is here, guys, everything. Like, you'd only spend a day or two here, but here we've got the World War II War Museum. So like everything's geared around World War II, so that's how important this River Kwai and the bridge and the POWs, prisoners of war that were here at the time, that's how important it is to the place. And there's a museum in there. I might actually pop in. Let me have a look. You've got to pay to get in, obviously, but I just want to show you what is in here. The light will adjust in a sec, hopefully. So when you go through, obviously there's a few memorials. This is the Japanese flag there, so obviously there we are. That's the train that the Japanese used for their ammunition when they were fighting inside India and Burma. So there you go. So a lot more in there, guys, but obviously it's not that expensive to go in. It's only 50 baht, which is in Australian dollars about $2.10 or something. So to see the history, I mean, I might actually pop in if, as I'm here, to be honest. But what I wanted to show you before I pop in is just where my hotel is. Like I said, this hotel, I've got to give it a shout out. I'll show you a little bit of the hotel as well. It's fantastic. I mean, it's literally just, when I say up the road, I mean literally up the road. So that's the hotel just there. Kanchanaburi City I've got to keep getting this right. Kanchanaburi City Hotel. And it is a nice hotel, and the railway is just there. And what I will do, guys, I will go in and I'll show you a little bit what the Art Gallery and War Museum is all about. Okay, fam, so this is basically the War Museum, and it's got so much interesting stuff in there. I'm not going to show you everything, guys, because that'll take up a bit of time. The other beautiful thing is, I think there's going to be a little bit, it's sunny, obviously, hot, boiling hot, but it looks like it might rain as well, so that's another beautiful thing. But what they got, guys, is some of the actual machinery, artillery that was left over. Helicopter up the top there, from the war itself in World War II. And if you look at the museum and everything there, guys, it looks beautiful. So I'm going to go in, walk around, but like I said, guys, 50 baht, which is $2.10 Australian roughly. And like I said, it's so close to everything. The hotel literally is across the road from this place. And there's the bridge again, the river, so it's right on top of the river. And I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's mountains all around here, which is brilliant. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see that, the mountains back behind my shoulder over there. It's just beautiful, guys. So wow, to think that those prisoners of war were here. 100,000 people died, guys, building that death railway, hence it's called the death railway. And to be honest, having gone there today, and I'm standing here at the moment in the sun just for the lighting, it is so hot that I just can't imagine how torturous it would have been for those prisoners of war over 3 years to build that railway. No wonder so many people died doing it, guys. It's unbelievable, especially, I mean, it is in May. If you guys follow my Instagram and my stories there, I've said to everyone, I think this is the hottest day I've had since I've been in Thailand. And I mean, every day it's like this, but today just feels even hotter. And what I can say, guys, if these guys had to work, these prisoners of war, for 3 years in April, May, in this weather, oh my goodness, that alone would have killed them. But anyway, guys, look at this beautiful place. Beautiful memorial for those people who died. And I'm going to look around, but anyway, guys, a beautiful spot, and I'll show you a bit of the room as well. Okay, fam, so I don't normally give a little tour of the hotel rooms. I don't find those that exciting, but I just wanted to do it. I've got to give a shout out to the Kanchanaburi City Hotel, because honestly, I found this all last minute. At the end of this video, just before my little health and fitness tips, I'm going to put a list of the cost, the entire cost of getting down here and everything that I did down here as well, just so you can see how cheap it is and how much last minute. This was so much of a last minute thing, guys. I just made my mind up in the morning and I decided to come down here. This was yesterday, this is my second day here, and I'll go back tomorrow. So check out the room, guys. Like, perfect. It's a huge bed. I haven't seen a bed this big before in my life, and I sleep that way because I'm too long to sleep that way, but it's perfect, and perfect room, guys, and it's nice and clean. It's a nice hotel, and literally, I don't know if you can see out here, there's a yellow building that's just out there. That's where the train station is, where I've been coming and going all day. The bridge over the River Kwai is just past those buildings there. And just down here is the museum, which I went to. And then you've got a pool just down there as well. And it's got some beautiful views of the hotel, the mountains, which are just out the window there as well, guys. So a really top spot, especially if you've actually come here for the bridge and doing the death railway and the museums and looking around this particular area itself. To go to Kanchanaburi, it's another 5 minutes away, but even that, that's where the city centre is, so a lot of stuff to do there. But even that's only 5 minutes, and I got ripped off a bit on the taxi yesterday because I got a whole Songtel taxi to myself, which you normally won't do. But I'll work out, I'm going to go down there later and I'll work out how much it actually costs for the taxi and then put it all in on the list later. But again guys, great little hotel here, beautiful. Alright fam, so I'm off to Kanchanaburi, which is the city centre of this area. I'm going to cross the tracks where the train goes to Bangkok, where I'm going through later on. That's it there. It's a nice bumpy ride, but it's a different type of tuk-tuk, this one, to the ones in Bangkok. My last video, you probably see me in Bangkok, I could hardly sit up. At least I can actually sit, and it's almost comfortable. I can almost lie down in this one. So anyway, we're off to Kanchanaburi, and also to the war cemetery as well. Off we go. Okay fam, so I made it to Kanchanaburi. As you can see behind me there, Kanchanaburi bus terminal, so that's where the buses stop if you're going to get the bus like I did to come here from Bangkok. So it leaves you here, and like I said, to get to the bridge on the River Kwai, you have to actually get another taxi. So that's why you see a lot of taxis and stuff around here. And it's about another five minutes up the road, so it's not that far. But in this heat, especially this time of year, it's a bit to walk in this heat. But just basic thoughts of Kanchanaburi. I've been to a few of these places outside of Bangkok and outside of the tourist areas, and they're kind of pretty similar. You've got sort of different things here. You've got a lot of sort of markets, cheaper clothing. You've got basically everything, or street food obviously, as per normal. So I'm just going to walk down one of the streets here. But yeah, it looks quite nice guys. Nice little area. A little bit different. It's obviously a local area. I mean, what I like about coming in these areas, guys, is that you don't find, I mean, if you can see behind me here, you're not going to find all massage parlours or bars. You actually find how people live normally. You know, so there's a lot of street food vendors, people doing their stuff, walking around on the, you know, doing their shopping and everything else, all their motorbikes. And as you can see, selling all their, a lot of religious, when it comes to their religion, Buddhist and all this sort of thing, they've got a lot of respect for their religions. Every time you go, you find them selling stuff to leave at the temples and stuff like that. But I'm in the blazing sun at the moment, guys, to bring you this. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Like I said, this is just one of the side streets. I'll go down this one here. It's sort of a market area down here, as a lot of places are in Thailand. A lot of markets in that around in Thailand. What you'll find is a lot of these shops on this side, they've got the covers on the front because of the sun, because the sun's literally facing that way. But yeah, clothes, you name it, guys. A bit of everything that they're selling here, mainly clothes in this one. And you know, you could just walk through and do a bit of exploring. But the city, the town itself, like I said, looks pretty good. Well, let me go through here. I'll get out of the sun. Oh, that's better. So as you can see, guys, there's the market there. And like I said, it sells a bit of everything, I think. A lot of clothes. I think the taxi driver was telling me this is mainly a clothes market, this one here. So as you can see behind us, we're walking through. What I like about all these markets, there's all little, I mean, it's literally clothes, only clothes in here, which is cool. I'm sure they're cheap. Ooh, no, these are, okay, some expensive ones there. There was some jeans and stuff for like 690 baht, which is a little bit more expensive than usual. So it must be good brands and that. Everyone's sort of looking at me because I don't think they get many tourists here doing video blogs and stuff like that. So, but at least they're not bothered. When you walk around the tourist areas, a lot of people don't like being filmed because a lot of people that work in the tourist areas are doing things that maybe their families don't know that they're doing. So they don't like being filmed. But here we are, come out a different area. What you find in Thailand, a lot of these shops that you can see in the red building there, that's usually jewellery. They're selling gold, so very easy to, they stand out, very easy to see. And again, guys, as you can see, normal street, everyone's looking at me. Tuk-tuks going past, motorbikes, and there's another shop there selling jewellery. You can see the red. So that's how you can work out where the jewellery is being sold. And especially the gold. They love their gold here, guys. They love their gold. But yeah, I mean, look at those old buildings. There's some old buildings, but it looks like a mainly commercial area. Oops, I nearly tripped over something. But it's pretty cool, guys. Kanchanaburi. So when you come to the bridge on the River Kwai, which is the main thing in this area, you've got to take into account that this area during World War II, you know, it's this whole area was occupied, and a lot of people here had to work for the Japanese, and you know, so a lot of history for World War II in this area. So, and a lot of the families that are here would have been around, their families would have been around here back in that period of World War II as well. So, you know, in that respect, you know, a lot of these people, World War II and the war itself is very, very important for this area and for the people around here. They're very respectful of it, which is really interesting. In some countries, they don't even care about it. They were really affected in this area, Kanchanaburi, during that time. I keep trying to get that word out. I'll get it out properly. And as you can see, guys, all the shops down here again. So all these streets are pretty similar. So what I'm going to do, guys, is go around, look at the shops as I walk around. And then if I find anything interesting that might stand out, I'll film that for you as well. So here we are, guys, Kanchanaburi in Thailand. Okay, fam, so I'm just off the main street that goes down to Kanchanaburi, and all that road there goes down to about 5 minutes away to the bridge on the River Kwai in that area. And what you'll find down here, guys, with all of Thailand, not just here, all these main roads, you always find this footpath where you cross over the top. So I don't know if you can see it there. So that's just so that you can get over to the other side of the road. And it's brilliant. So that means no one has to actually cross the road, no accidents and things like that. At the moment, the elections are on soon. So with the Thai elections, there's all these rallies going on in all these areas. But that's their big market there, huge police station, which is good. I don't know if you can see, but around the back down there, it's surrounded by mountains. So I don't know if we're in a valley or something, but I've noticed that there's mountains that literally surround Kanchanaburi. I'm going to get it sooner or later. But there's like mountains that surround this area, so it's a beautiful little spot. But again, guys, this is the main shopping area, and I'll be heading off to the actual war cemetery in a sec. Okay, fam, so I've made it to the World War II cemetery here in Kanchanaburi, sorry, which is a very poignant reminder. You see all these headstones here, guys, all the way around. These are all the prisoners of war and people that lost their lives in the war. But this is all, when you look at the names on the headstones, you can see an Australian flag there. So these are all English or European names or Anglo names from the looks of it. So I don't know they are from. It doesn't say what countries they're from. It just gives the fact that they're in certain battalions and things like that. But like I said, guys, it gives you an idea when you look at it. There's a lot of people who lost their lives here, guys, and these are the only ones that are buried here. And on the other side, you've got Thai people that are buried there as well. But it's obviously well maintained. I'm assuming the foreign governments have looked after this as well. But guys, wow, when you see the amount of bodies here, and you think where I just went, bridge on the River Kwai, how far we went, all these people would have worked on that bridge and on that railway line, the death railway. So a very poignant reminder, guys, of what war is like. I mean, even though it's World War II, long before my time, but my parents' time, definitely my grandparents, and all these people fought, got captured and died for our freedoms, obviously. But thank God that we're able to come and visit these places and travel the world now in freedom and see how beautiful these countries are. But remembering, especially this area here, World War II, the Japanese occupied this area. So a lot of the Thai people, as I've been going through, even the shops, I didn't film all of them, a lot of the shops, they have a lot of army uniforms and things like that they're selling there, a lot of medallions and coins from the era of World War II. So it's a very important, it seems like a very important part of their history here, and they're very connected to World War II over here, guys. So I'd imagine a lot of the Thai people that live here, their families are probably from here around that era as well, and they would have lost lives as well. And here, guys, Anzac Day for Australia, very important day in Australia. You can see it being commemorated here, New Zealand and Australia. Thailand Burma Railway Centre. So, as you can see, guys, but beautifully maintained. Look at the grass and everything here, guys. So, these people are very respectful. You know, we're in Thailand, and this area here, I mean, this big area, a lot of bodies here. None of them are Thai. The Thai people are on the other side, but they're still maintaining it and looking after it in respect to what happened during World War II. So in that respect, the Thai people in general, they do have a lot of respect for not only their religion, as I said earlier when I was walking around, but other people as well. So as people, they're very beautiful people. And I'm looking around, there's so many Australian flags here, guys. So I would imagine there's a lot of people from Australia for Anzac Day that came down here whose families have been lost. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see Australian flags literally everywhere. Everywhere I look, Australian flags. So I'm imagining Anzac Day was on April 25th, a few days ago, so they would have come here for that. But like I said, guys, a beautiful memorial, and back there, that's the entrance from the main road, and beautifully maintained. So guys, I'll be leaving soon, hopping on the train back to Bangkok, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, very peaceful place. Okay fam, so I'm finishing off the adventure, is what I would call it, to the bridge on the River Kwai as it sits there behind me. And what I wanted to do, guys, is on the left hand side, which is why I'm filming myself on this side here, is I'm going to put down basically what it costs for me to get here. This was really a last minute thing, guys. I woke up Thursday morning and I thought, you know what, I want to go to Kanchanaburi and to the bridge on the River Kwai, and I got here by Thursday afternoon. And it's so cheap to get around Thailand, guys, honestly. You can do that easily. Last minute, you just decide, I want to do something, you just go and do it. So that's what I did for this trip, guys. Like I said, it was a trip. I'm going to put, like I said, all the costs to get here and how I got here. It does take a little bit of time to get here, so it's not a quick trip because it's in the west of Thailand. I'm in Pattaya in the south. But like I said, it's important to give you an idea how cheap it is, because you'll be surprised how easy it is to get around this place, even if you haven't got transport, you haven't got a car or anything like that. But guys, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned on there. Obviously, I've got some health and wellness tips, which I normally put at the end. And guys, it is honestly the 2 hottest days since I've been in Thailand. It's been hot for a while, but being here in the west, it is absolutely scorching. So I was actually going to film the final dialogue up the top of the bridge as the train came, because I'm going to get the train back to Thonburi, which is in Bangkok. But you know what, it is so hot and I'm feeling so tired that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to film it here. And I'm not tired from going out, I'm just tired from the heat, guys. It is just so hot. It is painfully hot though. I can't really explain it. You've got to be here to experience it, guys. It is must be close to the 50s. So I'm going to get out of this sun, guys. Hope you enjoyed this trip. What a beautiful place. I'm going to come again. I only spent 2-3 days here. I'm going to definitely come again, because this place is beautiful. There's other areas around here that I want to visit as well. And now that I've done this, like I said, last minute, planned it, got it all done. Going to get back. I mean, it's almost 2 o'clock that my train's going to come, which is the train that comes from the Death Railway. It's going to go all the way to Bangkok. And I'm going to get that train and go back to Bangkok, and I'll be in Pattaya this evening. So be back home in my bed in the condo. But anyway, guys, like I said, hope you've enjoyed it all. Stay tuned for the little health and wellness tips, and check out the costs on the side here. Take care, guys. Hey fam, so my workout tips for this episode is going to be very, very simple. It's not going to be an actual workout that I'm going to show you, but I've had a lot of people starting to ask me about my lifestyle change consultations. So what I decided to do on this one is to explain to you briefly about what it is about, lifestyle change consultations, because a lot of people aren't too sure. Is it about my travel? Is it about health and wellness? Well, it's actually about both. So what I'm sort of explaining to people in reference to when they are on the lifestyle change consultations is how to motivate yourself to keep on top of your health and wellness, especially when you are traveling, when you're away, or if you've lost that motivation and you've started to not feel happy about yourself. So that's really what it's all about. Now, what I'm doing, I've literally just finished my workout, and just to give you a little example of how it all works and how I help people with that, is on this episode you've seen here, I went away for a few days, but in terms of how it all worked, I thought, okay, if I'm going to go away, and I hadn't planned it fully, but I thought I was going to be going away towards the end of last week. So I thought, well, look, I'm going to work out 6-7 days straight, because I normally have a break in between, like at least every 2 or 3 days. And if I'm going to work out straight, because I know when I go away, most likely I won't get a chance to work out, but at least if I put in the work now, 2-3 days when I'm away, I'm not going to lose out much. Then I'll get back into it when I get back to the condo where I am here in the indoor workout area. Now, that may sound obvious or may not sound like a big deal, but believe me, that's the kind of mentality you want to have when you're looking after your health and wellness. You want to basically make it part of your lifestyle. And when I talk about lifestyle change, that's what it's all about. Putting in good habits to make sure that you look after your health and wellness, but also it's putting in the habits for your life in general. The whole lifestyle change when I do for my traveling, what I'm doing now, living overseas, this is all part of it. You've got to put in all the plans, you've got to build those habits, and that's what I do on my lifestyle change consultations. So what I would say to you guys is if you're losing motivation and you just want to look after yourself, you're not feeling great about yourself, or if you're feeling you want to make a change in your life in general, it doesn't need to be coming to Thailand or traveling to another place in the world, it could be just at home. Get in touch with me and you'll find out a little bit more on the lifestyle change consultations. I might actually make a video soon solely talking about my lifestyle change consultations, and I'll do it probably walking on the beach out there in Jomtien or something like that, so you've got some scenery as well as listening to me, because I think it's important, because I'm finding a lot more people are asking me about it and finding out that, you know, it's not that they don't want to make a change, it's just that they need the motivation, a little bit of guidance to do that. So that's what I'm here to do. So that's all the tip is about today, guys. If you are interested in that, lifestyle change, building habits, getting on top of your health and wellness, get in touch with me and I'll be in touch with you, and then we'll go from there. So keep that in mind, guys, and I will most likely be doing a video on that soon. I just love doing my travel videos, but my actual side job, if you want to call it that, is the lifestyle change consultations, which I do on a regular basis for my clients. So if you are interested in that, like I said, get in touch and we'll go from there. Take care, guys, to your next episode.